Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to A Summer in Santiago de Compostela. I'm John, your host, and with me this morning I have Professor Pilar Blanco from the Department of Modern Languages and Cultures. Good morning, Professor Blanco.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you for joining us. Would you mind giving us all a brief overview of the program?
Yes, this is a summer program that FIT has with La Universidad de Santiago de Compostela in Galicia. And students can go at any point in the summer and actually take any level of Spanish.
Wow, okay.
Depending on the results of a placement test, which they have to do before going there.
Right, so they can go anytime in the summer.
They can go anytime.
Great.
And the only condition is that students have to stay a minimum of 4 weeks, which would be 3 credits.
Okay.
They can stay longer if they want. So they can take up to 6 credits.
6 credits for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yes.
And you mentioned placement tests. Students have to take a test here.
Yes, we have students that have never had any Spanish, which is fine. And we have students that are heritage speakers, that they're at a higher level. So it's all dependent on the placement test.
Okay. And then they take another test in Spain, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
the test
great.
in Spain consists to see their speaking levels.
Got it.
And then depending on their level, that will be the curriculum or the program that they're going to follow. If they are beginners, they're mostly focused on the language.
Right.
Whereas if they're on a higher level, they will be exposed to literature, art, music.
Nice. What are some of the classes, besides the ones you just mentioned, that students can look forward to taking?
Well, the university actually has a wide gamut of courses, but for students of FIT, because of the summer program, they're mostly kind of focused on the language.
Okay.
But they even have courses on cooking. They have courses on soccer and Spanish.
Oh, wow.
They have courses on El Camino.
Nice.
Students, yeah.
Right. Where do students stay when they go on this trip?
They have options. They can stay in a student dorm, they can stay in an apartment, or they can stay with a family. That's all arranged by the program there.
Oh, okay.
Student just tells them, I want this.
Right.
And they will immediately place them.
Mm-hmm. What's the food situation like? I know
Wonderful.
Spain is great
it's
for its
one
food.
of the best things because the food is fresh.
Mm.
That part of Spain still continues a tradition of daily marketing. Probably the best thing there would be the seafood.
Right. And how close is Spain to other countries? And it's close to Portugal?
Well, one of the advantages is that over the weekend, they can go to Portugal. They're about 2 hours away from Portugal. They can go to Madrid on the weekend.
Right.
They can even have flights to Dublin.
Wow. How often are students in class? What's the time period during the day?
They will be in class Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 1, but according to my students, they have a grand time in class. It's very talkative, and they're in class with people from other countries.
Yes.
So they're constantly making friends.
Making friends and lifelong connections.
And lifelong connections, yeah.
And that's one of the outcomes. What are some other outcomes of this trip that students can bring back to the United States?
I think the fact that they have made a decision to go on their own, to make decisions of when to go, that the fact that they can travel, the fact that they can be exposed to another culture,
right,
and be kind of put in a situation where they have to use Spanish,
right, right, all right,
to negotiate everyday life.
Exactly. Yes, and they can bring it back, and they have more Spanish skills. They're more open to other cultures.
Exactly.
Great.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, Professor Blanco.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all for tuning in. For more information, please contact Professor Blanco in her office in the Department of Modern Languages and Cultures.